Hi guys, I'm Jahnavi and welcome to my channel, my very dead channel. I know I've been MIA for the past year, 3 months, yeah, I guess. Although it's very active on my Instagram, you should totally follow that, link down below. But yeah, I have just been super caught up with my 12th grade and online classes, tuitions, personal stuff, and well, procrastinating. My lazy ass just does not like working. Yeah. So a lot of things changed. Obviously, the biggest being the fact that we're in the middle of a world pandemic. Stay safe, wear your masks, wash your hands. Very important. Stay at home as much as possible. So in today's video, I'll be showing you guys the makeup I do when I go out with my friends and family, or well, when I used to go out with my friends and family. This is just a super natural, glowy, not heavy look because I just use concealer, I don't use foundation. I just don't feel it looks good on my skin. It's a personal thing, you do you. But yeah, and I cannot wear makeup on the daily because my skin breaks out in the worst way possible, and nobody like bad skin days. Yeah. So I just try to wear this makeup as less frequently as possible, only when it's necessary. I try to go makeup free on most of the days, and this is just something, it's a little pick me up for me on the days when I feel low as well. So, let's just get into the video. I'm sorry if you can hear some background noises, there's some construction work going on. But yeah, let's just get into the routine. So I'm gonna just take some rose water and my damp beauty sponge. This one I got off of Shein, which is now banned in India, but it was an amazing sponge. I'm just gonna spritz it with some rose water. Rose water has become like a very important part of my makeup routine nowadays. Yeah. Okay. So for the I don't know why I did that. I had to prime my face. Okay. So for the first step, I'm just gonna use this Maybelline Master Prime. Anti-redness primer for reddish skin. This is something I got recently. I haven't used it much, maybe like 3-4 times, and I cannot give you a proper review. It's pretty good. I'm not sure if it like lessens my redness, but it does a good job in mattifying my skin. Also, please ignore how frizzy my hair is. I curl my hair, and it somehow always becomes frizzy when I curl it. I hate that. Just gonna rub that in short patting motions, and some varying, not a lot. Okay, it's very hot and humid in Hyderabad. I'm gonna take some leftover primer, put it on my eyes, add that in. And for my next step, I'm just gonna reapply my lip balm. This is the original Vaseline lip balm. Yeah. I have been obsessed with this. This is my second or third bottle. Second, third stick. Okay, now that our skin is prepped and ready to go, just gonna take that damp blender and my concealer. The first concealer I'm using is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 30 Honey. I'll link all the products in the description box down below so you can find them. Just gonna take the mirror, and I do not go super heavy with my concealers. I just try to use as much as I require. I put the concealer a little down my under eye area and I blend it upwards. I don't know, I learned this trick somewhere, I'm not sure where. All these areas. Go over my cheek areas a lot because that is the part where I'm most prone to breakouts, so I just try to keep the products minimal there. For the next step, I'll just take this concealer brush. This is not exactly a concealer brush, this is like a small buffing brush. I got this off Shein as well. Shein had amazing brushes. That is something, like amazing brushes at a lower price. Amazing. Just gonna blend all this out.
I'm gonna buff everything into my skin.
I try to not bring it lower to my lid because I like to keep the natural discoloration intact, because I do not wear eyeshadows on my natural makeup days. You gotta make use of what we have. I always put concealer in my inner eye, because inner corner, because I feel like it really brightens up my face. I'm going to take a smaller concealer brush. This is like a 2-in-1 brush. This I got off Shein as well. And just blend that more precisely. I'm just going to go in back with my concealer and put more in the spots that I think require a bit more coverage. Not too much. Just a teeny tiny bit. Check my face again. Anything that I need to cover up. Okay. Take the smaller concealer. Take the smaller concealer brush and blend it away. Next, I'm just going to take that blender and pat all the product into my skin for a more seamless finish. My hand hurts. Okay, so we're done with the first concealer. The next concealer I'm going to use is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer in the shade Light Medium Beige. This is my highlighting concealer, so in all the points necessary under the eye. Smaller concealer brush again. The concealer over here in the like the corners, outer corners of your eye, just really lift up your face. So yeah, this is probably something I saw in videos of makeup artists, professional makeup artists, or like also on a hack on TikTok by a professional makeup artist. Take my sponge yet again. I'm not going to set my concealer yet. I need to go in with another cream product. Okay, 2 more cream products. The first is this Maybelline concealer in the shade 50 Cafe. This is something that I use for like cream bronzer / contour. This is a warm shade, so it's more of a bronzer than a contour. I have to go very light-handed with this, or it's just too much product. Just gonna place this right under my cheekbone and blend it upwards to give my face a more defined look. Some on my eye as well, because it's darker than my natural shade, so just gives me a natural eyeshadow kind of look. I then blended out my contour, and that's pretty much all I've done. So now I'm just going to take my Wet n Wild concealer, which is also my highlighting concealer, and reapply it in some places which I think kind of faded below the bronzer. So that's just it. Then I'm just going to take my concealer brush again, blend it out. Whatsoever. Next, I'm just going to take my sponge and my powder, which is the Maybelline Fit Me powder in the shade 25 medium. I'm just going to dip my sponge into the powder very lightly pat away any excess on my hand. I don't want a lot of powder on my face. It emphasizes my texture. So just gonna take my ring finger, blend any creases that might have formed, keep looking up, and stamp that powder. Take some powder, also the one that's on my hand. I'm just gonna take this curved dome brush, go under my eyes once to get rid of any excess powder that might be left. So I can go over my cheeks with the powder because now I'm just gonna be using this lipstick. This is the Maybelline Creamy Matte lipstick in Pretty Please. It's this really pretty maroonish shade. I'm just gonna take my blush brush. This is like a flat top brush. Put some lipstick on there. Get the excess off on my hand. We want a heavy blush moment, but like not so heavy. Start on my nose, very lightly. On my cheeks in soft patting motions initially. Get any excess off if I still feel it's too much, and then blend. I'm just going to keep this very high up on my cheeks because if it's too low or like if it's dried on the apples of my cheeks here, it's going to bring my face down. And next I'm just going to take my sponge and go over my blush. Cool. Take that brush again, clean off the excess lipstick that might be on the brush. Next I'm just going to go into my powder blush, which is the Wet n Wild Color Icon blush in the shade Mellow. It's this really deep pink shade with reddish undertones. I absolutely adore it. Excess on my hand. Just using this to set my cream blush because the fact I have oily skin, my blush will probably move very easily. Sponge again. Just gonna spritz this once again with the rose water. I feel the rose water on my sponge just makes me feel like makes the makeup look a bit more natural rather than proper matte or like cakey. So next I'm just gonna go into this Wet n Wild MegaGlo contouring palette contour. It's in the shade Caramel Toffee. The highlighting part broke out. It's me, obviously I broke it off. And then just gonna go into the darker side and use this to bronze up my face and also basically to set my already there cream contour. Very lightly, just dusting it on very sparsely. I do not want to go in with a heavy hand. I don't want it to look super made up. Just gonna blend this into the blush for a more natural look. I feel like I'm done. I'll just go in with the sponge once again. Let's move on to the eyes now. On the days I feel fancy, I'll just lightly dip into my bronzer shade. Lightly dip into my bronzer shade and just apply that all over my lid. once with a very light hand just to get some color on there. Next I'm going to take this, this is a Wet n Wild pencil. I own a lot of Wet n Wild stuff. Yeah. This is a Wet n Wild Kohl crayon something. It's in the shade Calling Your Buff. Love that. I'm just going to put this in my waterline. My camera shut off again and it didn't record the part of me curling my lashes. Also applied my mascara. So that happened. Also I went in with highlighter as well and I was done with my base makeup. So for the mascara, I used the Maybelline Hyper Curl Easy Wash Mascara. This is the same mascara I used in my previous video and didn't have the best first impression. For the highlight, I went into the Master Chrome highlight. This is the metallic highlighter in the shade Molten Gold. I absolutely love this highlighter. So I went in with the highlight on the cheeks, the nose, inner corners and also under my brow bone. Inner corner highlight is super important for me because I just feel like it really opens up my eyes and just makes me feel less dead. I am done with my face makeup. This is all I do. So next I'm just going to quickly take some rose water, spray this on instead. That's it. It is a very heavy spray. I'm going to take my sponge. For the next step, I'm just going to use the same Maybelline lipstick. I absolutely love this. Lightly pat this on. Also, I'm going to use this nudish, like this brown nude. This is from a local company. Next, I don't like being super like full coverage with my lipstick. It just makes me uncomfortable. I'm going to take my finger and blend it out. Yeah, so that is my natural everyday makeup look. This is what I do. Let me just put on some earrings really quickly. Yeah, so this is my natural everyday makeup look. This is what I do. It's pretty simple and all of my products are drugstore. I'll be linking them down below. And yeah, this is all for today's video. I hope you liked the video. If you did, make sure to hit the like button. Comment what you want from me in the future. I promise I'll try and be more consistent. And subscribe to my channel. That's it. Bye!